Hello, my magnificent, radiant Leo souls. Welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom, the sanctuary where we decode the language of the stars and unlock the secrets of your destiny. Gather close, my friends, because the energy I am tapping into today is nothing short of blindingly brilliant. It is gold, it is fire, it is royalty. Are you ready to hear a truth that might just rearrange the very molecules of your reality? There is a shift happening in the invisible realms, a powerful stirring in the ether that is aimed directly at you. A figure of immense influence, a man of significant wealth, worldly power, and established empire is being drawn into your gravitational field. And listen to me, closely beautiful lion, this is not happening by chance. This is not a random roll of the cosmic dice. This is occurring by divine design. When you discover the reason why this person is crossing oceans of energy to find you, it won't just surprise you. It will awaken a sacred memory of your own worth that you may have buried long ago. Have you ever felt a sudden warmth in your chest, a feeling of being watched, not with eyes, but with a soul? Have you felt a pull, a magnetic tug towards a future you haven't yet met? If so, you must stay with me. Because between November the 26th and November 28th, a rare and potent energetic portal is opening a celestial gateway, and you, Leo, are standing right at the center of its golden light. This is not a vague prediction. This is a precise cosmic signature written across your astrological sky, speaking of a destiny that involves high-level connection and deep solar truth. It is not about status, though status is involved. It is not about surface-level beauty, though your radiance is undeniable. It is about vibration, and you are about to attract something and someone extraordinary. You have been polishing your crown, haven't you? Quietly, bravely, you have been working on your heart, learning to roar, not out of ego, but out of self-love. You have questioned your value, and you have rebuilt it, brick by golden brick. And now, while you have been focused on your inner kingdom, someone with unimaginable abundance is starting to feel the heat of your sun. But before we unveil the identity of this person and the sacred timing of this encounter, I need you to do something for yourself and for this community. We are building a vortex of high vibrational energy here. If you are ready to claim this blessing, if your soul is saying yes to this next level of life, please take a moment right now. Smash that like button. Think of it as lighting a signal fire to the universe. Subscribe to Cosmic Wisdom so you never miss a guide on your journey. And in the comments below, I want you to declare your readiness. Type this affirmation to seal your intention. When's your birthday? Drop it below and discover your fortune. Let's begin this transformative journey together, shall we? Now let's go deeper. Stay with me until the very end, because the universe is weaving a tapestry that is intricate and breathtaking. Leo, what if I told you that someone far away, someone whose life is bathed in material success, public admiration, and the kind of luxury most only dream of, is quietly unraveling at the seams? Imagine a man who owns empires, a man who moves through the world with unquestioned authority, who commands boardrooms and shapes industries. Yet this same man sits alone at night, surrounded by opulence, listening to a silence that grows louder every single day. He is not haunted by failure. In fact, he has won the game of the material world. He is haunted by something else entirely. He is haunted by the realization that success can impress the mind, but it cannot fill the spirit. He is haunted by a missing piece, a warmth, a fire, a genuine heartbeat that his money simply cannot buy. and that something he is missing. It is the specific frequency that you emit. You see, my dear Leo, you often forget the power of your own aura. You are ruled by the sun, the giver of life, the center of our solar system. Even when you are not trying, you are radiating a frequency of warmth, generosity, and creative life force. This part of your story begins long before the two of you ever cross physical paths. It starts in the invisible realm of energy, where hearts speak in frequencies and souls recognize truth before names are ever exchanged. This man, accomplished and perhaps even envied by others, is experiencing a spiritual awakening, though he might not call it that yet. He is seeking peace, not more profit. He is seeking purpose, not just perfection. And whether you know it or not, Leo, you are that purpose. You are the anchor his soul has been searching for. I want to pause here and offer a new perspective on this. Often we hear about attracting a rich man, and the focus is solely on what he brings to you, the security, the luxury, the ease. And yes, those things are coming. But under the laws of divine balance, a connection this powerful only happens when there is an equal exchange of value. He brings the structure, the resources, the earth energy of stability. But you bring the fire. You bring the inspiration, the joy, the passion that makes life worth living. A castle is just a pile of cold stones until a fire is lit in the hearth. You are that fire. You have been healing, haven't you? You've faced the shadows that tried to dim your light. You've had moments where you felt unseen, unappreciated, perhaps even betrayed by those who were threatened by your shine. But you didn't let it turn your heart to stone. You kept loving. You kept giving. You kept showing up with that brave, lion-hearted courage. And now that internal landscape of integrity, loyalty, and fierce emotional courage is echoing through the universe. It has reached him. This man, for all his wealth, has never felt what you offer freely. A soul that doesn't need to be impressed by his wallet because you are impressed by his spirit. A gaze that sees beyond the masks he has to wear for the world. A presence that doesn't demand attention like a child, but commands respect like a queen. Your authenticity disrupts his chaos. In a world full of people trying to get something from him, your energy signals that you are someone who can give to him not material things, but something far more valuable: reality, truth, unconditional regard. He is beginning to feel disoriented in the rooms where he used to thrive. The applause sounds hollow. The luxury feels cold. The achievements lack that spark of satisfaction. He can't explain why, except that since his soul started sensing you in the ether, something has shifted. It's like a compass finally noticing true north. It's like a moth realizing there is a star burning brighter than the candle. Real energy, my friends, doesn't need to declare itself. It simply arrives and reorders everything it touches. This is the nature of the lion. You don't have to bark. Your presence alone changes the temperature of the room. From a psychological and spiritual perspective, this is the result of your solar plexus activation. You have been working on your confidence, your I am presence. When you release the need to be chosen and you simply stand in your own light, you become magnetic. When you stop performing for scraps of love, you start resonating with the banquet of divine love. And when you rest in the truth of who you are, the universe responds. It responds not just with lessons, but with people. People whose own transformation begins the moment they sense your presence. While this may seem mysterious, it is not magic. It is physics. It is energy in motion. It is the result of spiritual alignment. Even ancient wisdom tells us, as within, so without. Your inner world has become a palace of self-respect, and so the external world must send you an emperor to match that frequency. So if something inside you is stirring while hearing this, if your heart is beating a little faster, it is because your frequency is being confirmed. What is coming next in your story, Leo, will not be earned by hustling for love or trying to prove you are good enough. It will be earned by authenticity. Let that truth settle in your spirit as we move deeper, because what he is feeling is just the beginning. As we gently move into the next part of your journey, something far greater is unfolding behind the scenes. While your physical eyes may not see the manifestation yet, the language of the cosmos is speaking loud and clear for those who know how to listen. Between November 26th and November 28th, a rare alignment begins to shift the ground beneath your feet in the most intimate of ways. During this window, we are looking at significant activity in your seventh house, the house of partnerships, marriage, and open enemies. No, in this case, it is the house of sacred unions. For Leo, the seventh house is governed by Aquarius, the sign of the collective, the visionary, the future. This suggests the person coming in is not just rich. In the traditional sense, they are a visionary. They are someone who wants to build a new world just like you. Furthermore, we must look at the position of the sun, your ruler. As the sun aligns in these powerful geometric angles, it is acting as a spotlight. It is illuminating the path between you and this significant other. And let's not forget the tarot. The tarot is not just fortune-telling, it is a mirror of the soul's journey. And right now, Leo, the card that rises for you is the Emperor. This is profound. The Emperor is the archetype of structure, authority, fatherhood, and stability. He sits on a stone throne adorned with ram's heads, holding the scepter of power. He represents a man who has mastered the material realm. He is not a page or a knight who is still figuring things out. He is a king. He is established. But here is the beautiful contrast. You, Leo, are represented by the Strength card, or the Sun. When the Emperor meets the Sun, you have the ultimate power couple. He provides the structure, and you provide the light. He builds the walls, you make it a home. He conquers the world. You remind him why the world is beautiful. This man may appear composed and in control, but he is quietly being unraveled by your depth. He is not searching for another trophy to put on a shelf. He is searching for an equal. He is searching for a partner who is strong enough to stand beside him, without being overshadowed, and warm enough to melt the ice around his heart. Following closely in the energy reading is the Star. This is the card of hope, healing, and divine timing. This is your reminder, beautiful soul, that you are not waiting in vain. The Star always arrives after the Tower, moment after the chaos, after the heartbreak. It tells us that this connection is a gift from the universe, a fulfillment of a wish you made long ago in the quiet ache of your soul. Perhaps you whispered it through tears after a breakup that shattered you. Perhaps you wrote it in a journal and forgot it, but the universe heard you. And now, through divine orchestration, it is being answered. Just in case your logical mind needs confirmation, the universe has likely been sending you signs already. Have you seen 11 and 11? Or perhaps for you, Leo, the number 1 or 8? Have you seen images of lions or crowns or the sun appearing in unexpected places? These are not coincidences. They are soul markers. They are gentle nudges from your higher self and the divine matrix surrounding you. They are saying, stay alert, be present, fix your crown. Something is being set in motion. that will not ask you to shrink, but to expand. This part of the journey is about trusting alignment more than effort. It's about allowing what is meant for you to find you. You are already doing the work by being real, by staying grounded, by showing up for yourself. And now, the universe is showing up for you in return. If you feel this in your spirit, take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a second. Visualize a golden light pouring into the top of your head and filling your heart. Type these words to anchor your energy. I feel it coming. My empire awaits. Let's keep going. The story is only beginning. If you have been sensing something that feels both familiar and strange, an energy you can't explain, a longing you can't trace back to any specific face, you are not imagining things. What you are feeling is the phenomenon of energetic imprinting. This is a concept in metaphysics that speaks to how certain souls leave a recognizable frequency on each other across time and space. When two souls have a contract to meet their higher selves, begin to communicate in the astral realms long before their physical bodies meet in the 3D world. The human mind can't rationalize it, but the body feels it. The dreams begin. The feeling of déjà vu intensifies. The sense of, I've met you before, lingers even in silence. This is why you don't have to chase Leo. I know as a fire sign, you are used to action. You are used to hunting, to going after what you want. But in this specific case, the invitation has already been sent through your vibration. The invitation is your healing. The invitation is your honesty. The invitation is the way you have remained faithful to your own heart when the world tried to make you cynical. The more you soften into who you truly are, the clearer the signal becomes. This man, this emperor, is beginning to feel your presence in his field. His routines are subtly shifting. He might find himself losing interest in shallow conversations at high-end galas. He might find himself staring out the window of his penthouse, wondering where she is. He is feeling the absence of what he hasn't met yet, you. The law of attraction at its core responds to frequency, not just thinking positive thoughts. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. And when you are rooted in your solar power, in your dignity, in your joy, you magnetize that which matches you. This is not manipulation. This is resonance. And your resonance is now speaking louder than any words. You are not behind in life. You are not late. You are being prepared. And so is he. Right now, everything that feels unexplainable is simply the universe, working quietly, weaving your paths closer through moments that feel like coincidences, but are actually miracles in disguise. If any part of you resonates with this pause, breathe, trust. And if your intuition whispers, yes, anchor that knowing by writing this in the comments, I believe my soul match is calling me. The moment you acknowledge the call is the moment the path becomes clearer. Leo, by the time you've arrived at this stage of the journey, something inside you has already shifted. What once felt like chaos in your life, the friendships ending, the jobs changing, the sudden desire to be alone, may now feel like sacred disassembly. You are shedding the skin of the people-pleaser. You are shedding the skin of the performer. You are stepping into the role of the sovereign. This is transfiguration. This is what it means to rise from the ashes, not just like a phoenix, but like a lion, waking from slumber. You are learning how to love yourself beyond survival. You are replacing harsh self-discipline with sacred self-respect. You are no longer waiting for others to applaud you to feel worthy. You are clapping for yourself. And that is the most attractive quality in the universe. Financially, you are also learning that abundance isn't just about hoarding, it's about flow. It's about generosity, a trait you possess in spades. You are moving away from grasping and into graceful flow. And why does all of this matter regarding this rich man? Because your transformation is the beacon calling him in. The more you rise, the more he feels the pull. Your growth is the gravitational force. And the beauty, my dear friend, is that you are not changing for him. You are changing for yourself. He is simply the witness. He is the divine reward, not the goal. You are becoming the version of you that the universe trusts with power. The version that knows how to handle an empire without losing your soul. Opportunities will begin to seek you. People will begin to feel you before they meet you. The right paths will clear. The wrong ones will fall away. If you recognize this version of yourself breaking through, affirm it now. Declare it to the cosmos. I am becoming the royal version of myself. Now let's talk about how to anchor this energy. Sometimes we need a gentle ritual to help us hold space for what's arriving. Not to control it, but to create a container energetically and emotionally so we don't miss it when it shows up. Between the evenings of November 26th and November 28th, I invite you into a solar ritual. This is not superstition. It is a way to synchronize your inner world with the planetary movements. Here is what you will do. Find a gold or yellow candle. This represents the sun, your ruling planet, and the light of your own spirit. If you don't have gold, white will always suffice, as it contains all colors. Place beside it a citrine crystal or a simple sunflower. These are totems of joy, abundance, and success. Sit with this simple altar. Light the candle. Watch the flame. See how it stands tall. That is you. Then speak gently, slowly, within the sanctuary of your own heart, this declaration: I call back all my power from across time and space. I stand in my solar truth. I open my heart to the king who is seeking his queen. I am ready for a union of equals. I align with sacred timing. This is not magic. This is psychology and spirit working in tandem. When spoken with sincerity, this affirmation becomes a lighthouse. It tells the spiritual field around you, I am ready, not because I am needy, not because I am incomplete, but because I am overflowing. Faith, as it is written in ancient texts, is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You are living by faith, not by sight. You may begin to notice signs. Repeating numbers like 707 or 888, you might hear a specific song about royalty or love. You might see gold cars, gold jewelry, or flashes of golden light in your meditation. These are confirmations. They are breadcrumbs from the universe. They are saying, we hear you, we see you, he is coming. The doors are opening not because you forced them, but because you honored your readiness. This space you are creating is not just about welcoming a partner. It is about anchoring a new way of living, where your faith speaks louder than your fear, where your hub is not conditional, but rooted in wholeness. If you have read this far and your soul is humming with a quiet yes, let it echo into the visible world. Comment these words and anchor your truth. I open my heart to the abundance divinely meant for me. And then rest, breathe, trust. The rest is already in motion. You don't need to search endlessly for this man. In fact, searching implies he is lost. He is not lost. He is on his way. He has been moving toward you since the moment you decided to love yourself. What is coming is not a man who wants to possess you like an object. It is a man who is drawn to you because something in you heals what the world could not heal in him. He may be rich in resources, but he longs for the richness of soul that only you possess. He needs your laughter. He needs your warmth. He needs that fierce, protective loyalty that only a Leo can give. But I must remind you with love, if you meet this opportunity with doubt, if you close your heart out of fear or disbelief, you may delay what is trying to arrive. The door to this union is opened by surrender, not control. It is opened by confidence, not arrogance. Can you feel it? Can you sense the movement, the gentle nudge in your chest? The timing of this message, finding you right now. This next chapter is not written in logic. It is written in fire and light. And you, Leo, have never been more magnetic than you are right now. If this message resonates with you, if something within you is rising like the morning sun, write this in the comments to seal your alignment. I am the sun. I attract my equal. As you anchor those words, know that you are not walking alone. The universe is not behind you. It is all around you. It is guiding, nudging, and confirming. I bless your journey now. A path from heart to heart. One that may not come with a trumpet blast, but will arrive with a deep, quiet knowing. The kind of love that feels like sitting by a warm fire on a cold night. Safe, bright, eternal. May it surprise you. May it delight you. And may it transform you in the most beautiful way. If you felt something stir in your soul during this message, please share it with another Leo who needs to be reminded of their royalty. Share the light. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Cosmic Wisdom. Every time you do, it's like saying yes out loud to the universe. Yes, I'm open. Yes, I believe. Yes, I am ready. Go forth and shine, my beautiful lions. Your emperor is coming. But never forget, you were a queen long before he arrived. Be brilliant, be bold, and I will see you in the next video.